What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for yet another Tottenham update. If you are new around here and you haven't heard my blurb every single Tottenham update, go and check out our website, WATTV.co.uk, where we'll be giving away free merch to the best commenters. We'll be doing an episode on the best comments on each and every article, and we'll be giving away a t-shirt for completely no cost to you if you do give a comment that we laugh to. So let us know in the comment section on the website, and we'll get to them in due course. But let's get into the update, and let's start off talking about Vicario, as the official Italian channel has said that Tottenham goalkeeper Vicario is currently experiencing fever symptoms, and this means that the Tottenham shotstopper will miss Italy's European qualifier tomorrow against Macedonia. He will not be in the squad, but he most probably will be in the squad for the game after Macedonia, which shouldn't really affect Tottenham.
Yeah, hopefully his illness isn't too bad. Was it Udogie earlier in the season who also, I think, missed in international duty also through? Who was
potentially,
yeah. It was Udogie, if I remember rightly.
Something with these Italians.
Maybe, I don't know. But I was there's been clips circulating on social media with Vicario in training up against Donnarumma, and he looks like very sharp, and he's obviously doing very well at the moment for Tottenham. And a lot of people are saying that he should be number one ahead of Donnarumma at the moment. So he'll obviously be a bit frustrated with the fact he's ill and has to miss the game. But hopefully it doesn't really affect anything that happens with Spurs, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's unfortunate for Vicario, because I'm sure he would have liked to have been fit and ready, but let's be honest, he probably would have been on the bench anyway for Donnarumma. But let's talk about Heung-min Son and South Korea, who won 5-0 against Singapore today in their first World Cup qualifier. Heung-min Son was on the score sheet, but we did get a bit of a scare, didn't we, when he went down a number of times holding various different parts of his body. We were watching it at the time. We were doing a watch along on the South Korean channel, and we had our head in our hands quite a few times watching that, in terms of worrying if Son was down injured. But he did complete the 90 minutes. He did complete the full game, and he scored a brilliant goal, absolutely brilliant goal, with his left peg curling effort into the top corner. It was kind of a classic Sonny goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sonny classic. There was a point in that second half where every time the camera went to Son, it seemed as though he was down injured with something. He was first holding his calf, and then he got a big old whack on his knee from one of the Singapore defenders, and he was down again for a bit. Luckily, he did finish the game. He seems to have come through unscathed. However, he was quoted after the game in the mix zone. He was asked about his injuries. He said, "We are making a team for the FIFA World Cup. I can't give up a game just because I feel pain. If I can't run anymore, then I can't do anything about it. But when I can run, I have to give 100% for the team." So it doesn't sound like he's 100% fit. So, I mean, definitely listening to those things, it sounds like he's definitely still managing some sort of pain and injury. But he did finish the 90 minutes. And as you say, he was seen running around the pitch at full time. So it doesn't seem to be, outwardly showing any signs of suffering from an injury after the game.
Yeah, and we were on the watch along on the Korean channel, and a lot of comments from the Koreans, or from some Koreans, saying take Sonny off, Sonny stop running, and all this kind of stuff, because obviously you could see how much pain he was in, and he was putting himself through the pain barrier for his country, and they did run out 5-0 winners in a very convincing performance for South Korea. But let's hope that it's nothing more than just a little bit of pain for Sonny.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's talk about the England under-19s that played Romania yesterday. It won 6-0. Jamie Donnelly grabbed a brace, while Will Lancashire also got on the score sheet on his debut. Ashley Phillips captained the side and partnered in defence by Alfie Dorrington in the 6-0 win. Luca Gunter was also an unused substitute following his injury. But a lot of Spurs influence in this game. Jamie Donnelly 2 goals, Will Lancashire 1 goal, Ashley Phillips the captain, and he was partnered at the back with Alfie Dorrington. So good to see.
And a 6-0 win, so seems to be doing very well. And I'm glad that Donnelly is carrying on his good form, because I think that just goes to show what an exciting talent he is. Yet again, good clean sheet for the young English boys as well. So fantastic. I haven't seen the goals, but hopefully, he was playing in his normal position, and clearly he's been impressing at international level as well. So we'll have to wait and see whether we'll get any chances for the top with the Spurs first team when the international break is over. He's been involved in a few squads, so he's just a very exciting talent. So really great news there.
Yeah, absolutely. And a bit of transfer talk about as well with Ruben Neves, a publication called Team Talks. They're not the most reliable outfit, to be honest, but they say that Tottenham are extremely interested in Al Hilal midfielder Ruben Neves in the January transfer window. He's a player that you've spoken about quite a number of times over the past year or two. Do you think he would fit the system?
I think he's a fantastic player. I'm guessing it's a loan deal they're talking about, because I think he's obviously just joined Saudi Arabia.
They're not. They didn't say transfer or loan. It just says extremely interested.
Yeah, I mean, there was talk about him going to Newcastle on loan over the break, over the Saudi Arabian football break. So maybe that's what they're talking about. To be fair, it could be good timing for us if we were to get a loan, because African Cup of Nations is coming up. So we're going to lose some Matildas, and he could be a brilliant kind of backup or a fill-in for Basuma in that number 6 position. I think he would be a great fit. I'm a massive fan of Neves, but I don't see a permanent transfer happening in January. Maybe it's a case of in the summer, maybe he felt like he's done a year in Saudi Arabia, he might look to leave. I don't know, but I'm assuming he signed there for a reason. He's probably going to fulfill his contract because he's very well paid. So unless it's a loan deal for over a short period in January, I don't see this being a starter. I would love Neves. I think he's brilliant.
And if it was a loan deal, I mean, Al Hilal would have to heavily subsidize his wages as well.
Probably, yeah.
The guy's on like 410 grand a week or something.
Yeah.
So I just can't see it being a goer at all unless they do accept to subsidize the wages. Because like if he went to Newcastle, probably would have to subsidize it, but not as much as he was coming to Spurs.
Yeah. And we don't have like the relationship as well with the Saudi Arabian clubs that maybe Newcastle could have. And I'll, as well, is that something we want to do? Loan him just for the African Cup of Nations, maybe. But we have players already. Like it depends if Højbjerg's still here, Bentancur, if we can play in the 6th position as well. So it doesn't seem like something that's completely necessary. But if they go for it, it's not something I'm going to be massively against.
Yeah, he's top talent.
I love Neves. I think he's brilliant. I wish we would have him permanently. I think he's a time midfielder we don't have as well. A bit of like that vision, that real elite passing ability, which I think is missing probably for our midfield.
And in terms of what Spurs players you can catch over the next couple of hours in international duty, Dejan Kulusevski is in action for Sweden tonight against Azerbaijan in the Euro qualifiers. You've also got England under-20 action tonight with Alfie Devine and Dane Scarlett in the squad, so looking forward to seeing how they get on. And in the early hours of tomorrow morning is a big game against Argentina against Uruguay, so you get to see Cuti Romero and Lo Celso in action against Rodrigo Bentancur. You've got Brazil away to Colombia, which Emerson Royale has been called up for, and then tomorrow night you've got Bissouma for Mali at home to Chad, Denmark against Slovenia where Højbjerg has been called up, Vicario, which is the game that we were talking about, which is not in the squad, and Josh Keeley in Republic of Ireland under 21s, and we'll get into the weekend's action tomorrow. So yeah, it's a lot of Spurs players playing over the next 24 hours.
So what time is Argentina Uruguay?
It's midnight tonight.
Midnight, having a late night then, aren't we?
100%. Watch
Anyone
along.
Want to watch along then? Anyone? Let us know in the good. Look, if this video gets how many likes, we'll do a watch along.
1,000?
1,000 likes?
Yeah, why not?
All right, 1,000 likes, we'll do a watch along. Go for it.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching today. If you do want to see that watch along today, better hit that like button down below, and also go and leave your best comment on wattv.co.uk. But thank you everyone for joining today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.